unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other Phoenix Egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
I suppose we might as well start by grabbing the unicorn horn then. Not only does it seem closer, but I'm pretty sure I've got a good idea on what we would need to do to grab it. Because if you guys remember, the Axii sign not only works on humans but animals as well. And seeing as we're technically not in a tournament, hopefully these people won't mind if we do a bit of cheating.
Ah.
Perhaps an apple will work, or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Alright, well, if patience doesn't seem to work, like I said, there's always Axii. So we'll go ahead and give that a try.
Ah, almost had it. Come on, stay calm. Shh, calm down. Easy now.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
You know what, gentlemen? I was thinking the exact same thing.
Wanna fight? Step on up.
The cheek at him, gents.
Any last words?
I'm sure it would have been better to maybe tell them that we had to do that to save someone's life, but if they're gonna jump to conclusions like this, we might as well teach them a lesson.
Defend yourself, rogue.
But yeah, that's 2 down already.
We shall teach you manners.
And that does it.
Halt! Vagrant, I demand satisfaction.
Fuck off. No time. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Unworthy.
Yeah,
Entirely
maybe.
inappropriate behavior.
A complete collapse of social norms.
Oh, I guess we're taking the unicorn then. Works for me.
Move it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'd say that went rather smoothly. A few bumps and bruises here and there, but
Yes,
it's not like that hasn't happened before. Yeah, you know what? I think it might be better if we just walk from here. Because we are eventually going to have to get in the water.
Yes, a face no ointment could help.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Alright then, let's find a good spot to jump in.
Do you think I don't know that?
Places? Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure.
Okay, that one's candy. At first I thought that might have been the golden fish, but it seems like it's got to be one of the others. Where else could it be, though? Oh, I didn't even notice these. Yeah, it looks to me like there's at least 3 or 4 more.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon its heavenly course doth trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt. But this is honestly very important. And unfortunately, I don't have time to explain. Sadly, though, I just can't help but get the feeling that all these delays we've run into so far might result in the third knight's death.
Banquets and wine.
After all, it has gotten quite late.
The light is positively useless. She can't possibly see a thing. What precisely is
And it seems like thus far, all we've really gotten around to do is the main story. So maybe after we're done with at least this mission, we should go see what else there is to do. Because I know we have at least 5 other contracts, since not too long ago we did find that notice board.
We shall long bear the scars of that witch.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Alright. That could be someplace cramped, since it did mention a mouse. Or a pantry, too. This one is a bit more broad, though.
Is it about someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse!
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
I'm afraid I've lost count. But we're gonna add one more to the list if you don't cooperate.
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Kill again.
Locked or not, we should have known. Any sort of door wouldn't have been able to keep him out. Let alone a greenhouse door.
What now?
Because we've seen him break through iron grates. And that door was made of glass. This guy's not easy, I'll give him that, but I'm still wondering if he's actually the main threat behind all these murders. Or if once again he's just a cover-up, sort of like the Bruxa was. At this point, I think it could go either way.
Come on, closer.
Yeah, I mean, if we can keep dodging at the right time, we should be good, but those claws of his are pretty much just as deadly as a sword, if not more.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
So what brings you back after all these years?
You being here. Not some fortunate coincidence, I take it.
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlef. I fear he's become entangled. Landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Detlef is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Detlef is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So why exactly does he kill?
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
And what was his reason for helping the poacher?
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Detlef an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him. Immensely.
Any idea what that might be?
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Well then, we better get back to finding him.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then. Just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.